lumber. And then we have these pine slabs. And then usually as they dry, there's a fair bit of checking on the end, so we cross-cut off the ends. And then we have a lot of these blocks laying around. And I was just going to show you how to surface this to get it down to the block we need for that reindeer. The reindeer block is 1.5 by 3 by 9. It works great out of an old 2x4. So 2x4 might be a better way to go if you don't have a full shop like this. But you want to get it to 1.5 by 3 by 9. I'm actually using our milled offcuts. So I do have this beautiful planer here. I planed it down to 1.55, and now I'm just going to plane it down to 1.5 even. Program 1.5. It's a digital set on that planer, and I'll run it through the planer, and then I'll use my fest tool to get a straight edge. But again, you could just do this out of 2x4 if you want. Alright, so it's a thickness at 1.5. I'm going to strike off that natural edge with my fest tool track saw. Set that depth. Set this height. Then on the fest tool, I'm going to set this to 1.5 here. Looks good. Get my natural edge off. So now I'm surfaced on 2 sides, top and bottom, 1.5, 1.5 thick. I have a straight edge. Now I'm going to take that to the table saw and rip it to 3 wide. 3-inch width. Take the 4 sides, plane top and bottom. Use the fest tool track saw to get a straight edge. Surface my 3rd side. 4th side is parallel on the table saw. Now I'm going to get my 5th edge perpendicular to those cuts. So I'm just squaring cut here. That's my squaring cut. And then I want to come down 9 inches. I think I have 9 inches. I think that knot's going to be okay. So I'm going to mark it at 9. There's my block of wood, 1.5 by 3 by 9. All right, and then let's go trace out the reindeer on here. All right, here are my 2 templates. Here's the first one. This is my side template right here, and then this is my front template. I usually trace this out in pencil, but in this case I'm going to trace it with a Sharpie so you can see what I'm doing. So here's my block. This is going to go on here like this. So that's it traced on this side of the block. I drew the reindeer like this on here, traced it. Now this is the key. The nose is pointing forward. I got to drop my reindeer on the back. I do want all these legs to line up right on the bottom. That way it'll stand up better. So there it is like that. You see that? So there's a side view, and then I'm going to trace the reindeer on here, and I'll show you why. So the nose is pointing away from the side I'm tracing the reindeer on. Let me lay that down on there flat, and I'll trace him. Okay, so on the 9 by 3 face, I have the reindeer's front view traced, and then on the 1.5 by 9, I have the profile traced. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out this first. Okay, so here's my block of wood. there's my reindeer in XY, and then I guess this would be Z, the profile of the reindeer here. So again, I have the nose sticking up, and then my drawing on the other side. So what I'm going to do is in this profile, I'm going to cut that out and cut that out with the block up on end. So that point, and that point will still sit flat when you cut this out. So let me set the guard just a little bit above the thickness of my wood, right there. Really want to be very, very conscientious that my fingers run in line with the blade. My hands are back behind the blade. I really like that a lot more, so in case there's a slip, my fingers don't go into the cut. So there's my cut right there. Again, the whole reason why I have to have that nose pointing down is now I can lay it flat there and cut it out. Let me go check why the dog's barking. I could probably get in there a little tighter with the bandsaw blade, or I could sand it. I could sand it now, or I could sand it when I'm done. The advantage of sanding it when I'm done, I'm going to be sanding a lot less wood as I cut that out. So I'm going to drop this down flat. Bring my guard again to about 1/4 inch above the wood. All right, let me just reiterate again how important safety is. Fingers never in line with that blade. So fingers never go in line with that blade. The guard's about 1/4 inch above the wood. Glasses on. So there's a reindeer right there, and you could see, because you're cutting in 3D, you know, you cut in the XY plane, and then you cut in the YZ plane, I guess, in depth. There's my dog playing with her squeaky toy. It gives you super cool grain patterns. So a couple of the keys are to draw it correctly. I screwed that one up before. And the other is make these legs. Don't cut these on the bandsaw. Have that done with the TopSaw so it'll stand up straight. I go to, hey, just leave the video alone, Coco. Go over to the spindle sander and clean all these up. Or I could just use a handheld orbital sander. I'm going to put some wax on here. And actually, we're going to sell these on our store for Christmas. It's called treetransformation.com. So you could buy this. I think we'll put it on there for $5. It is hand-milled lumber that was destined to the dump. Is now getting built in a cool project. So we do a little cleanup on the disc sander. All right. Very conscientious keeping my fingers back. Little sander. Plate. going to rub a little bit of beeswax on there. Give it some shine. At treetransformation.com will all be reclaimed lumber that was destined to the dump, that we ended up milling, keeping all that carbon out of our atmosphere and turning it into a cool project. So it's a great gift for anybody. You could order it one more time, treetransformation.com. All right. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Support the Woodshop High School store. Make this yourself, or you could buy it from us. All right. Thank you. There's store. Here's our business card. Oops. Treetransformation.com. Goods from the woods. We have laser cut jewelry. Those are falcons and seas. We have these Tahoe ski maps with all the ski resorts on there. Hand-milled lumber. We have an assortment of cutting boards. That's pretty, lacewood and cherry, black walnut. We have these are kind of a fall special maple leaf. Oak, that's hand-milled, and then black walnut. And again, that's all available on the high school wood shop, treetransformation.com.